Welcome to e-filing a return. This is part of Course 2, Steps to Complete Your First Tax Return. My name is M.B. Raimondi. I am a CPA from Trumbull, Connecticut, a longtime ProSeries user, and a longtime teacher of Intuit products, ProSeries, as well as other products. I'm very happy to be here with you. In this video, you'll learn how to prepare a return for e-file, convert and transmit a return, and check e-file status. In another video, we talked about setting your options. When filling out your options, you would have filled out the firm and preparer information and your firm's EFIN number. To make sure your return is ready to be e-filed, review your Federal Information Worksheet, the e-file section. First, you make sure the federal and applicable states are marked for e-file. You do choose the states from the Federal Information Worksheet, not the state worksheets. When you mark a return for e-file, it activates the e-file related forms. Also, it helps on the diagnostic and error checking to help ensure that your e-file return is accepted. The last thing that you want to do before you e-file is make sure you run the final review as the last check for both federal and states. And then when you've done that, you will either print the whole return or the e-file signature forms, go over the return with your clients, and have them sign the signature forms. If you're in the return, you can click on the little EF Center, which brings you back to your home base view, but it's the EF Center of the home base view. There are 3 tabs across the top of the EF Center. You can view all of your returns, you can view pending returns, or accepted returns. Most likely, you are going to be working in the pending returns. If you click on this little arrow to the right-hand side of your page, you will get the steps to take to e-file, and we've already done steps 1 through 3. Now we need to select the returns that need to be e-filed. Notice that the federal and the state are 2 separate returns. You can hold down your control key or your shift key, and you can e-file multiple returns at one time. Then go up to e-file on your top menu bar and select Convert and Transmit Returns under the electronic filing option. If you've passed the final review, you probably won't have any problem. And if there is a problem, you'll get messaging telling you what the problem is. When the return transmission is complete, a log will be displayed to inform you of the results. You know that it's been successfully submitted for electronic filing when you see that green thumbs up. The ProSeries EF status column will now display the return received by Intuit and will later update to display a return sent to the IRS or the return sent to the state. Now, every return will receive an acknowledgement, either accepted or rejected. You can check the acknowledgments manually by going up to e-file on your top menu bar, check EF and bank product acknowledgments. Or you can set the program to check for the acknowledgments automatically using the task scheduler that we showed in another video. If the return is rejected, you will get the reason for the rejection in the acknowledgment. Or you can click on the return rejected status to see what it is. You can then correct the return and resubmit it. If the rejection requires you to file a paper return, best practice is to include a printed copy of the reject notice as well as the completed copy of the Form 8948, Preparer Explanation for Not Filing Electronically. Sometimes a status may not update automatically, and there are several ways in ProSeries to check for an updated status. So one of the things that you can do is just click on the EF status icon at the top of the page. And lastly, to get more information and current information about e-filing, you can access the EF Atlas. You do that by going up to Help on your top menu bar and clicking on ProSeries EF Atlas. This is an online resource that you can access to get you the most current information. You have now learned how to prepare a return for e-file, convert and transmit the return, and check the e-file status. I thank you for viewing this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. I would encourage you to watch the other videos in this course as well as the other courses that are offered out at the website.